Hello, welcome to another vlog for the boys at Crafty Hands. It's Lou again. What I've got for you this time, it's coming up to the first of the month for me, so therefore it's my turn again, and I'm afraid I'm still doing Christmas. Okay, I have craft fairs towards the Christmas time, so I have to get a bit of a shift on with what I'm doing. So what I thought, so I've got 3 separate items tonight, and I'm going to make one card. Okay, so I have got the S for Centre paper stack. Okay, 24 sheets of various different designs. Now the one I'm going to use is don't tell me I've already used all the others of it. Right, I probably have actually. I'm actually going to use this sheet here. Okay, these are 6 by 6, roughly. They are good quality. I mean, it's not a floppy paper. They're good quality printed papers. So I've got the S for Santa paper stack. I've got Nordic Christmas postcards. Okay. Apparently the rabbit is very Nordic. There's a story about a rabbit and a donkey. The rabbit, I think, is Santa's helper, and then snowmen and various others. The reason for using both of these is that colour tones go together really well. They seem to have used the same sort of colour combinations, so there's no problem with mixing the Nordic Christmas with the S for Santa. So it doesn't matter which one you do. And then lastly, what I've got is this set of stamps, the Stampography stamps this one's by Mike Deakin. This is a Father Christmas ornament and a couple of nice sentiments. You've got Jingle Bells in this lovely font, and then you've got Naughty or Nice in this little bit here. So I'm actually going to use the Jingle Bells sentiment out of here. So, let's shift these out the way. What I did, as I haven't got any more of this particular paper, let's just, no, I haven't got any more of it. I will have in another pack somewhere. This particular design, this 6 by 6 sheet, you can see this red band going across the middle. So what I did was I cut the green bits off, okay, and left the edge of the border on it. And then what I have done is I have made a 3-layer rosette. Okay, I've got the green paper with the scalloped cut edge on the outside, then I've got the red layer in the middle, get it in the right place, with the scallop cut coming out, and then because this was so big I actually ended up chopping a bit, so I've got a flat end in there. The pearl that I've used at the top is actually I've just binned a couple. You get little tiny plastic beads that you put onto boards and make patterns with, and then you iron it. It's very popular with kids at school. But if you take those beads and you put them in a warm oven for about 20 minutes, they do actually melt down into little pearl drops for you. Okay, so don't ask me where I got that bit, but that's my rosette that I'm going to use. I have got some craft card. I'm not using my few last final pieces of A3 card because I'm making construction. So what I've done is I've got a piece of card the right size, and then I've just cut it back, so I'm going to stick that together. Some black pearlescent card, and then I chose this paper from the S for Santa set as my main backing paper. The topper is from the set of topper postcards, okay, but what I did was I actually cut it out. I didn't want the rest of it, so I'm going to mount that onto some black. The offcuts from where I cut the image out, so that would be these 2 side pieces here. Okay, I've cut and made tails for my rosette, and I've stamped my sentiment already onto a piece of black card, obviously tailed it. I've got some more pearls, handmade ones, homemade ones, and I also have this lovely little holly flourish, which is by Cheery Lynn, and it's a beautiful beautiful flourish. Okay, I've cut it out of craft card because I want to bring the craft back into the card. Okay, so now I'm just going to assemble the card. Right. If you don't have 6x6 cards, you can make a 6x6 card out of 2 sheets of card. Alright, don't think that you can't. And if you're using sort of mats and layers on the top, believe me, the join isn't even going to be visible. Okay, it really isn't going to be visible when you've matted and layered on top of it. No one is going to notice it. So use this glue because it is matte. It dries matte when it dries instead of clear like a glossy like a PVA. I don't want a PVA gloss on a non-shiny surface. Right, so there's my card base. I'm going to hide that join with my black pearlescent. And this is the Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue, but I've just put a fine tip on the end of it. So I'll mat that one onto there, getting it straight. Be nice. There. Then I'm going to mat this onto the black. I have already trimmed this so the black is just slightly larger than this sheet. So I'll just layer that one on. Okay. Now I'm going to mount my topper piece on some 3D foam just to balance the rosette, which is quite large, as in quite sort of tall, deep, whatever words you want to use for it. So big thick pads, I think, or no, use that one. You just want to trim a piece off here. Just to give it a little bit of oomph. Sorry about that. Although I can stick a sign on my door saying filming, it doesn't mean to say that the kids actually pay any attention to it. So here's the rosette, which is going to go in that area there. But what I want to do is get my tails in. Now this one, you see, I want to run over to the edge of the card, so it's just coming off the end there. So that one could go down first. There. And then just pop that one down to the bottom there. And that one can come up like that. Right. I've got the flourish. So I'm just gluing just little dabs. It doesn't need a huge amount of glue, but I have gone a little bit heavy-handed in one place. So, best way to get rid of it, wipe it on the back of your hand. Sorry, again. Right. Okay, so now I have put the flourish on. Let's get that down into position and stick that on on top there, like that. Right, and now to pick up my... Oh, come on. Really? There. Okay. Now what I've got is I've got white and cream in those little pony beads. So they'll give me... I don't want that glue. What I do want is I want some silicone for these. I'm just going to space these three here with the cream in the middle. I'm going back, bringing the cream back in because I want to bring in the cream here. The white is actually in this paper along with the cream, and also in the topper as well. So I'm just going to position these on. Okay, I'm back. Off the finger. Thank you. Right. Okay, and there you have it. A very quick card. Making a 6x6 from 2 sheets of A4 basically. I actually quite like this. I think what I will do is I'm going to add a bit of glitter, just a little bit, just in his fur here, which I'll do now while I think about it, because otherwise I'll forget. So, of course it would help if that was actually working. Sorry if my head's in the way, I'm just trying to see if my pen's working. Yes it is, there it is. So I'm just going to add some little bits as a highlight. There we go. Oh, the glue isn't dry yet. Right. There we go. Right. So it's just a little hint of glitter going on there. Not too much to detract from anything else. I'll get rid of the rest of that in a minute. But there you go. I think that's quite a sweet little card. A little bit different, a little bit unusual, but a nice card. And like I say, I'll glue that properly in a minute. You can't see the join on the inside. So if you've got 2 sheets of A4 to make a 6x6 card base, then if you're putting stuff on the front, it's definitely not going to show. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But I think that's quite a pretty little card. So thanks very much for joining me tonight. I hope you'll keep checking back every day and see what the rest of my teamies are doing. We all have our own days at which we post, so there should be lots of inspiration going on for you. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.